Tutorial Tuesday. I am here with Coach Wayne Salmans.
Hi.
Everybody says it wrong.
Everybody does. You got it right. I'm actually really impressed because nobody gets it right. Yeah.
With Hero Nation Coaching. And I'm so excited to do a Tutorial Tuesday specific to actually coaching. And I think a lot of people, when they're in business and they're trying to, make decisions. I mean, I know with me, like I'm an all-nighter. Like I'm trying to solve all my problems with our mortgage team and all of that. And about, 6 or 7 years ago, I became a tribe member of Hero Nation. And that's not a bad word or anything like that. It's just a group of people, entrepreneurs, and a group of people that, have allowed me to have the space to ask questions. Hey, when you had this problem and when you had this problem. But what I think is interesting, and I'd like you to speak to it, is the type of, like you've done business owners, just all the type of people that come into Hero Nation, all walks of life.
Yeah, it really is all walks of life. And I think that's what makes us unique is you're not just hearing from like other brokers or other agents, right? It's like all different business owners, what I think is really powerful. And like you said, the goal of it is like here's what I think is interesting. We all know that nobody succeeds alone. Like we all get that. We've all heard that. And yet it's hard to find like your people, right? Because like you have people all the time giving you advice. You should do this, you should do this. But like, it's hard to find like the right people that have been on the journey, you know what I mean? And actually are giving you like
the
really
correct
good
advice.
Exactly. Yes. So it's all about like, how do I collapse time, right? How do I do it faster with fewer bruises? And if I don't have to learn everything by trial and error, that's awesome.
I liken it in the mortgage business when I'm working with a customer and I'm giving the customer mortgage advice and they're like, well, my mom told me to do this or my dad told me to do that. I'm thinking, well, they've had one mortgage and they don't do this every day, all day with respect to them. But it's the same way on the coaching. Like I kind of liken it a little bit to that,
I agree.
These are some Wayneisms.
Hopefully these are not bad. I don't know. We may have to like bleep it out. I don't know.
It's not. It's a bruise. It's not a tattoo.
Amen. Yeah.
That's a Wayneism. I would say I also liken it, and you can provide your analogy about when you're driving down the highway and.
No, I think it's kind of like, when you're driving down the highway or even when you're bowling, you know what I mean? Like we drift, we can kind of get off course or whatever it is, or get stuck. And we need those bumpers in place to really help us, stay in place. So my question for you is, how has you been in coaching helped you coach your team better?
Oh, wow. Well, what I think is that it's hard to lead and grow a team if you're not willing to accept advice. And I think the best advice that you gave me is I was saying this one time in one of the trainings or maybe on the phone, and I was saying, how come I can't figure this out? How come can't do this right? And you're like, you suffer from a condition called human.
Right. Yes. Yeah, I have the condition too.
Like, wow, okay.
Yeah.
And I will say this about Hero Nation and coaching too, which changed me was that people's perception of coaching sometimes I think is that somebody's just going to be camped out with you, drilling you, giving you advice every second of every day, or you got to make 40 calls, or you got to with this. That's not what we do here. No. I love the fact that I was able to kind of put my toe in it, and we have fuel calls on Wednesday. It was this big group of people, and then I could take a bigger toe. And
and now you're stuck with Coach Chris Diana forever, who is amazing.
I would not be married without Chris Diana. That has nothing to do with coaching.
That guy is the best. Insane. It's amazing. And I think here's what's interesting. Most people call us or reach out to a coach when they realize that like they don't have more hours. Like more hours is not the answer. Just working harder is the answer. Or they're fighting battles that like somebody else has already won. You know what I mean? So Chris can go, oh man, skip those 4 things. Here's the one that works, and you're able to get off to the races. And it's been really cool to see your journey and how it's not just impacted you, but translated to your team and to everybody else. And I mean, I think that's the beauty of it.
I think it is, and I think that, like I said, when we're trying to be the person that solves all of our own problems all of the time, that it's nice to have a group of people all over the United States too. The other thing I've learned is that what's awesome is that some people, they have coaching and it's real localized, and that's great. But what I like about ours is I get ideas and nuggets of information that I can apply in our market that somebody else is doing in Grand Rapids or Alaska.
Exactly.
Where
Amen.
he's
Yes,
from, Alaska.
yes.
None of those translated here, by the way.
No,
None of those. But here, at the end of Tutorial Tuesday, we'll give you a link for Hero Nation in the community. And again, you don't have to eat the whole cake. You know, you can have little nuggets, have a bite at a time. There's trainings that are on Hero Nation community. Yep. There's events coming up. We have a level up that's coming up, and that's for all kinds of entrepreneurs. I mean, anybody that comes. It's not just realtors and mortgage people, title people. I mean, you've trained all kinds of people.
It's for business owners and people that want, like we talk about all the time, is people that want multi-dimensional success, not just success in their business, whether they're entrepreneur, but you know, most people spend most of their life just going without really evaluating what's working, what's not working, and is there another way to get after this? So I think that's one of the power of coaching is, who said you're supposed to be everything to everyone, right? Like you're doing way too much as a business owner to have all the responsibility on you, and you need to leverage that weight out a little bit, and that's where your coach and your team and everybody else comes in.
I think too, the coaching has helped me figure out the talents of my people. You know, like I kept trying to fit somebody in a certain box because that was what their title was, and what I discovered is that just because that was their title doesn't mean that these talents or their talents were served maybe in a different way. So task lists, separating the task and changing it. So you gave and I'm trying to remember it, but it's bridging the gap between purpose.
Purpose and predictability.
I love that. I think it's a great, so get on the bridge, go get some, come with us and do some coaching, Hero Nation community, and we'll send you the information. And it's Tutorial Tuesday, Stacy Lynn Shriver. Have a great day.